So how old does my child have to be to have an EHCP put in place? Same sort of questions came up around how old does my child have to be to be able to get a diagnosis. Um, yeah, any thoughts on that around age?
So around age, I mean, it's relatively rare, but it can be done from a very young age. Two. Um, I think that the lowest it goes is sort of two. Um, sometimes it is very, very obvious.
Mhm.
A child was born with severe needs. Um, 2, 3. That's quite often it's before they go to, for the children with particularly significant needs, it'll be before they go to, before they start school. These sort of things should be picked up by health professionals, and the process should be got in place early. There's,
Mhm.
there are specialist nursery provisions, and it's very important, particularly for children with more severe levels of needs, to get as much input as early as possible, particularly around communication, and speech and language issues, because often when children cannot communicate verbally, they communicate in other ways, um, often physically or by thumping people, and that is very obviously problematic. So if a child has significant disabilities, it makes sense to try and get everything moving as quickly as possible. If a child is born with, significant brain injury, it makes sense to get this sort of stuff underway as soon as possible, and health professionals should be assisting with this. You
Yeah.
don't, it really does not make sense to, wait until you turn up on the first day of, reception, um, and then try and start sorting things out. So that's in cases where there's significant, significant and obvious special educational needs that have been
Yeah.
picked up at an early stage.